What's going on, Legionnaires, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, and make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content we have coming out. Now, for this video, we're going to be jumping into Savage Avengers, issue number 20. Now, I picked this line up during the King in Black just because it was so much freaking fun. And if you didn't check that stuff out, go ahead and check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It'll get you completely caught up on everything that's been going on in this line. Now, in the last couple issues, after teaming up with Deadpool and the Mutant Marauders to battle Null's symbiote forces, Conan took up residence at the New York City mansion that's formerly housed the Hellfire Club. Not only that, but Conan has his own symbiote, who has a revenge for the evil sorcerer known as Colin Goth. Now, this is written by Gary Dugan. Artist is Patch Zitcher, and color artist is Yava Tartaglia. And with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright guys, so as we jump into this issue, Conan has kind of settled into his routine in New York. Right now, he doesn't have any leads on the whereabouts of the evil sorcerer, so in his downtime, he drinks. He drinks at the bar with no name. As he sits here and drinks, he gets served some ale that he finds just absolutely disgusting because it's pumpkin ale. Now, the issue is the bar with no name, they have trouble constantly getting booze and even a place to house the bar with no name for an extended period of time. And so getting good beer is kind of hard to do. Now, obviously, Conan's not happy about this, and he tells her, don't you ever serve me gourd ale again. But this is when Rhino comes up, and he tells Conan that he needs to watch his tone, watch his scarf. Now, Rhino and Alicia, the bartender, they have a conversation about how they're going to need some more money soon to keep this place open and to keep the cops off of their butts. Now, Rhino, he doesn't want to drink anywhere else, and neither does Conan, but Alicia tells him, you're going to need 4 men, and Conan, being Conan, he's like, I fight with the spirit of 10 men, but my price is a quarter of the stake. And so they strike a bargain. Her, Conan, and Rhino will split it 3 ways. And all just to keep the bar open so they have somewhere to continuously drink whenever they feel like it. And that's where it picks us up at the Bank of Manhattan. Now, this job, it calls for stealth. So Conan, thinking he's stealthy, goes into the wardrobe and finds a black suit to put on. The only thing is he doesn't put on an undershirt, so I don't know how stealthy you could be walking around like that. Now Conan makes his way inside, trying to be as inconspicuous as possible, because right now he's simply waiting. He's waiting for Rhino to make his entrance, because Rhino, he's done this 1,000 times. He's always the distraction while somebody else, stealthier, sneaks in and grabs what they need to grab. And so Conan looks at his watch, and it's about that time. And this is when we see Rhino come crashing through the wall. And Conan takes his cue and makes his way into the vault. Now Rhino, he has everybody's attention on him. He's just taking the cash and he's bailing out. And as he makes his way outside, he sees a police car. Now he doesn't want Conan to be followed. He wants Conan to be able to just walk out of this place. And so Rhino thinks the best decision here is to demobilize this police car. And that's exactly what he does. He rams directly into it. But this is when he runs into some unfortunate luck, because this is when he runs into Spider-Man. At the end of the day, this is a Spider-Man villain, and Spider-Man is here to kick some butt. And so Spider-Man wraps him up with the web extremely quick. Now, Spider-Man, thinking he's winning this, he's got the upper hand, his spider senses go off. And this is when he realizes that Conan is off to the side walking off, and that this is an accomplice to Rhino. And so Spider-Man, he tries to stop him. He jumps in front of him, not knowing who Conan is. And Spider-Man tells him, I never thought I would see the day that Rhino got a partner, but you're not gonna get away. And Conan tells him, you better move. You're not gonna stop me. I've already bested Riker's prison. If you want to do this, let's do this. And he grabs Spider-Man, and Conan believes that his suit allows him to climb on walls. And so Conan grabs him by the foot and throws him to the ground and is demanding that Spider-Man takes off his suit. And he even goes as far as to say, take it off and I'll pay you for it. I got all this money right here in this suitcase. Here. he throws it up in the air. He's just like, here, take the money and just give me your suit. But in this same instance, this is where we see Rhino break free of the webbing and come charging at Spider-Man. Because he is so tired of Spider-Man always showing up where he is. You know, he's like, how the freak do you find me? Every single time. And Spider-Man tells him, you know, that's easy. Like, I put a tracker on your hide years ago, so I know who you are. And Rhino's, he's confused. He's like, whoa, wait, like, you did? You did that to me? And Spider-Man teases him. He's like, maybe. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. And we see Spider-Man clap Rhino's ears, making him fall to the ground. But this is when Conan steps in. And Conan, he gives Spider-Man a great punch to the face. And he's literally clawing at Spider-Man, trying to rip his suit off. And Spider-Man just gives him a backhand and knocks him back because Conan literally ripped the butt off of his suit. And he tries telling him, like, listen, dude, like, my power doesn't come from the suit. It's just a part of me. Now, he's definitely giving Conan a run for his money here. And we see him take Conan and literally just chuck him. But at this point, Conan's had enough. And he tells him, like, you're a fool, Spider-Boy. Like, with great power doesn't come great responsibility. It comes great rewards. The best in life is never given, it is always taken. The strong cross blades, the weak fall, leaving only the fittest. And now this is a complete opposite of how Spider-Man lives his life. But Conan tells him, you know, this is his last chance. And Conan, he attacks Spider-Man, and we see the symbiote sword make its arrival. And this is something that Spider-Man was not expecting. He's like, alright, like, enough show and tell, we're done here. Like, I need to end this right now. But this is when Rhino comes out of left field and hits Spider-Man and drops him straight down into the city. And this is when Rhino and Conan, they take this as their opportunity to make their escape. Rhino running off first, Conan grabbing a police officer and throwing him down the hole, so Spider-Man is distracted long enough for them to be able to make their getaway, because that police officer almost got smashed by a train, but Spider-Man saved him just in time. And when Spider-Man comes back up to the surface, he sees that Conan is gone. He is no longer around, and he vows to have revenge against him, to make him pay for what he did to his pants. Now, in another place, we have Johann Richter. Now, he was a World War II pilot. We saw his first appearance in, I believe, issue number 1. And he was bestowed a certain amount of power from our evil sorcerer. He craved this. And that's what brings us to present day in Mexico. And we have the sorcerer working behind the scenes to do some really unique stuff with magic. And this is where we see him bring back to life the sickle priest. We see particles start to form, a brain, the nervous system, a skeleton, muscles, until a fully formed sickle priest stands before us, asking why he has returned. And he's told it's because he failed, and because he has more to give. And so we see him kneel before Conan, and he tells him that he lives to serve. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You know, like I've been saying, the Savage Avenger lines have just been so much fun. I have thoroughly been enjoying watching Conan try to acclimate to this new world that he finds himself in, to this new era that he finds himself in, you know, where individuals keep money in banks. They keep their money with people that he considers lesser men. His brutality, his Neanderthal ways, it's absolutely fascinating. It's hilarious. And they are doing such a great job of writing him right now. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you have not yet, do me a favor, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell. Make sure you're not missing any of the content we have coming out. And if you did not check out Keanu Reeves' Berserker issue number 2, go ahead and check that out. I uploaded that video this morning. It is absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, with that being said, until the next breakdown.